Hello, Capricorn. I'm here with your April 2021 monthly reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're unsure of your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, I left a link down in the description box below where you can find out that information. You just need to plug in your birth date, your birth time, and it'll let you know all the astrological correspondences for that day. Some things do depend on your birth time. So if you don't have it, there'll be some missing information, but there's still a wealth of stuff that is available to you just for your birth date. And it's totally free. So it's not something that I'm associated with or anything. But, it's a great way to understand some of your personal astrology. And so we are focusing here on April 2021. And the big thing that is happening is the Aries new moon on April 11th. And that is a very, very powerful time of year for setting new intentions. A lot of people view the Aries new moon as an actual new year. Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. And then you have the new moon bringing in that nice, beautiful new energy. So it's a good time to work on your vision for your life for the new year. Some people, myself included, like to make things called either treasure maps or vision boards where you put up pictures or affirmations or both, whatever works for you, of how you want your coming year to look, with a lot of positive focus there. It's great for manifestation too, if you're into that sort of thing. So it's something to think about throughout the reading and throughout April. I did shuffle all of these cards off camera, and then I laid them down, face down, just so that we can all be surprised. I chose not to shuffle on camera just because I'm extremely clumsy at it, and you just don't need to see that. So we're going to get started, and we're going to look at your own energy for the month of April. And we have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is about getting out of your head. These are the lies that you tell yourself, and these are the lies that other people have told you about yourself that are swirling around in your head. Excuse me. And so, if you look at her, she's tied up, but she's not really tied up because her hands are free, right? She can wiggle herself out of this rope, take that blindfold off, and get out of her, get away from those swords, but she's telling herself that she's trapped there and that she's stuck there. And so, for whatever reason, those doubts are, occurring in your head. Those fears are occurring in your heads, and they can be self-doubts, and they can be thoughts that other people put there, because people aren't always nice, and some people say things about us that aren't true and try to make us doubt ourselves, right? So, and you're not bad for being in this moment. It's not wrong to be in this moment, but it is something that holds you back. So, and that's the energy right now of sort of being stuck in your head and being stuck in this moment and being afraid to move forward out of this moment because of all these thoughts going on here. The what ifs and, oh God, it might not work out. And, I did this wrong once and I'm afraid to start new, or so-and-so said I wasn't any good at this. And yeah, all of that kind of stuff swirling on in your head right now, sort of just kind of keeping you back for the moment. So we're going to go through and see what else comes up. And the external energy for the month of April is the Hermit, which is hilarious because he's pretty internal. But I feel, situations externally may make you go more internally. And I feel that there's going to be situations that that occur that may make you get in touch with this inner wisdom of yourself. The Hermit is your inner wisdom. The Hermit is, going deep within and pulling all of that stuff out and then bringing it out, rather than you finding tons of inspiration in the outside world. You're finding inspiration within yourself through what you've already had, through this light that you've always had, you're getting in touch with that. And I feel that some sort of external situation, something happening around you is going to inspire that moment when you're like, I got to dig down and, hit up with this, this deeper wisdom of mine and bring it up and out and use it for, myself. And use it to help All right, and then challenging energy, and I'm saying this in every reading because when I'm talking about a challenge and when I ask for, hey, what's challenging Capricorn for April, I'm not asking like a bad challenge or anything negative. I'm talking about the kind of challenge that like positively motivates you. And I've said to other signs, it's sort of like, if you're with a personal trainer and you're doing like those last few squats and you think that you can't do it anymore. And they're like, you can do it. Like, they're challenging you to just do 2 more, just give me 2 more. It's like that motivating energy because, the universe, your trainer knows that you have that strength within you. It's just trying to motivate you to see it and light that fire under your butt. And you have the Lovers. How lovely. So how are the Lovers challenging you? So you want to think about, remember how I said when we have this new moon energy coming up on the 11th. And so from now until that time, we're going to think about decluttering some of like the old stuff out of our lives. I think I said that, right? From now until April 11th, working on decluttering your house, working on, decluttering some things within yourself, mental energy, emotional energy, any toxic energy that's around you, situations, people. If you can declutter people, go for it. Legally, obviously, but, getting rid of toxic energy out of your life and just getting rid of physical clutter as well on the way to the new moon. Anyway, just in case I didn't say that, I've been at this for hours, so, with other signs. But anyway, so, you're clearing that space out, you're clearing out, toxic energy, and you want to make sure that what you're bringing to you, is energy that's more that benefits you, that's like you, that brings out the best in you, right? So it's not necessarily like, oh my God, Lovers, like I'm gonna have a bunch of people like asking me out on a date. Some of you may, and that can be a challenge because you may have to choose between, a couple suitors or whatnot. But for a lot of you, the Lovers is making a choice and deciding to choose what is best for you and what, the choices you make, how they align with your life, how you're bringing things into alignment inside of your own life via the choices that you make. And that is the challenge for you this month. And the energy helping you is beautiful, the Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of you are going to see some sort of new opportunity come in. And for many of you, then it's going to be related more towards your, more towards work, your career, your finances. So being sure that you're open to that and keeping your eyes, peeled for any opportunities that come your way. The Ace of Pentacles is a fresh start, is a new beginning, and it's especially related to your resources and to your finances as well as to your health. So this helping energy is, helping you have that opportunity to have that fresh beginning, to see what you need, to start anew in terms of your career, to start new in terms of your health, to start new maybe with like, financial planning or whatnot. So some newer energy coming your way to help you with regards to those resources. Your hopes and fears are represented by the Ace of Wands. Interesting. So the Ace of Wands, again, so more new beginning energy. I like seeing that. So you got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles as that like very new energy. And we're coming up to that new beginning energy with the Aries new moon. So really nice to see that. And so, when we're here in like this hopes and fears aspects, it's, I feel like a lot of you have this sort of like idea within yourself. You're feeling very inspired to start something new, and you're I feel that there's this hesitancy, like this moment is here and it's kind of preventing you from bringing this out. There's like this, you have this inspiration, you have this idea, you have something that you want to share and create and start new. Yeah, the word like create is like really, really loud for me. And, and that's your hope. Like you have this hope of this new beginning with this energy. But then you have the fear of, oh gosh, what if it doesn't work out? I think I'm creative. I think I have this great idea, this is something I want to do, but what if other people don't like it? What if I'm making a mistake? What if I'm starting too soon? What if now's not the right time? So it's that interplay between, that hope and that fear of, this creativity, this new venture, this new idea, so that, you got the hope, yes, I want to do this. And then the fear, like, oh, but what if? And so that's preventing, the action part of this from starting up and initializing that new beginning. Energy that you want to avoid for the month, we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is, again, sort of like the Lovers, bringing in harmony to your life, bringing in things that really just align with your values as well. Keeping things in your life healthy, physically, emotionally, and there's also a choice to be made within the Two of Cups as well. And when we're talking about energy that we want to avoid things that are going to like bring an imbalance to you or knock things out of balance or knock things out of harmony, right? So, if you have areas in your life right now where you think that there's balance, where you think that there's harmony, or you're really working to create that, you're wanting to avoid the situations or the people who are going to sort of like knock that out of balance and who are going to, just dim that light for you. I don't know why it came out as like dim that light for you with this card, but that is just what popped in my mind. But so you're working on creating that balance. So the job here, the advice here is to avoid anything that's going to knock you out of harmony and pull you away from the work that you are doing right here and pull you away from making the choices that you need to make to keep yourself balanced and emotionally healthy and physically healthy as well. And then we have got extra advice for the month of April. I love this. Yes. Good to see. We've got the Sun, and the advice with the Sun card is to embrace joy and be optimistic. The Sun brings a lot of blessings, and the Sun brings a lot of happiness and, a lot of promise with it. It's just very nice, beautiful energy coming at you. And, what's coming at you as advice, it's asking you to embrace that, because we still have this energy here, this Eight of Swords. So it's hard to see things to be joyful about sometimes. It's hard to be positive sometimes. And if you've been with me for any amount of time with my readings, you know that I'm very outspoken about toxic positivity, and I'm not the person that's like, hey, just think positive and everything will be okay. I'm not that person at all. So I tend to be very reluctant about, okay, just be joyful, so I'm not sitting here saying, oh, well, this is all gone now because the Sun's here, so just be happy and be positive and everything will be okay. No, that's not what I'm saying. We're still acknowledging this stuff and we're still working through this. But the advice here, is like, hey, sunny days are up ahead. There's some joyful energy that wants to come your way. There are blessings that want to come your way. We obviously have some nice, new, beautiful energy happening right here. It's really lovely. And if you can take some moments to embrace that, please do so. If you can, when you're thinking about setting your intentions for the coming year, you're thinking about your goals and you're, really focusing on what your vision is for your life. Let's bathe all of that in some nice, beautiful, happy, positive light, right? So it's, taking moments when you can to focus on the blessings that you have, focusing on the things that do bring you happiness and joy, and having gratitude for those things as well. And then upcoming energy that we're looking at throughout the month of April is, let's see who it is. It is Queen of Wands. Oh, beautiful. Queen of Wands energy. She's gorgeous. Somebody who is, look at how regal and like opulent she is. Like she is like, I mean, it's like some Leo energy going on there, obviously, but she's just like fabulously dressed. She's got her cat, she's got her lion, she's got a fabulous hat and a sunflower. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very determined and very creative, and you know, she's somebody who is very open to growth. She's somebody who has grown a lot, and so you know, you're going from this Eight of Swords moment to this Eight of Swords moment, coming out of like, you know, all this fear, and, you know, connecting with the inner wisdom and, you know, making good choices and whatnot, and, you know, being open to opportunities and your own creativity, you know, growing through all of that, despite, you know, the hardships here, despite the mental distress here, you know, you're growing. And, you know, the Queen of Wands, you know, she's a queen, so she's stable energy. And she's a queen. She's nurturing energy as well. And she's got leadership qualities. She's somebody who is very enthusiastic, and her enthusiasm is like contagious. You know, she can make other people enthusiastic. She can inspire other people, you know, to feel that warmth, to feel that excitement. You know, she can inspire people to feel this sun energy here. And you know, I often say that the Queen of Wands is like, you know, that person that, you know, that's like always has like the great ideas, you know, or if you're like, if you have kids in school, it's like that PTA mom that comes up with all the cool games, all the cool meeting ideas, and all the cool class party ideas. You know, she's that person. She's extremely creative. She's extremely confident in her creativity. You know, she's had this Ace of Wands moment and she ran with it, and, you know, she trusted in her creativity. She trusted in her ideas. You know, she trusted in her path, and she went for it. And, you know, now she's sitting here as the Queen of Wands, and she's a very balanced person as well. So, you know, she's maintained her balance in her life. She's maintained the harmony in her life. She's optimistic, and you know, she's aware of her blessings, and she's also somebody who is generous with blessings as well. Like, she gives, you know, as well. But I love seeing that as like upcoming energy for you. And it could be somebody who really embodies these qualities, who's coming into your life, or who's about to play a good role, a big role in your life for the month of April, you know, and that's, you know, someone to help you. But I feel for a lot of you, it's, you know, moving through this and starting to grow out of this phase and really growing into this phase and being somebody who is, you know, instead of this going from like, you know, being worried about this, and, you know, she's taking the hope of this situation and letting go of the fears, and is really growing into her role as like this Queen of Wands energy. All right, we're going to look at your oracle cards, and we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And it's a simple question, you know, and a lot of times we don't think about boundaries, and it can be very hard sometimes because we don't want to hurt feelings, or we may not feel confident, we may not feel strong. But, you know, setting boundaries is also going to be something that's going to help you move out of this situation as well. And the Queen of Wands here too. You know, she is like the ultimate at setting good, healthy boundaries. So think about areas in your life where you need to set boundaries, and be comfortable with saying no, and be comfortable with drawing that line in the sand. And then we have Sisterhood of the Rose. Man, I rarely ever see this card. It says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So hardly ever see this card, but I know it's all about, you know, seeing that beauty that's all around you, and finding joy and beauty in, you know, the world all around you. I feel that like this is you really embracing, again, this like Queen of Wands energy, and you're inspiring you're growing into somebody who is going to inspire these beautiful feelings in people. So definitely embracing that, but also you seeing the beauty in the people around you, seeing beauty in the world around you, beauty in yourself as well. And honestly embracing that, and then teaching what you've learned, teaching what you've learned from this moment to other people. It helps with your growth and it helps with their growth as well. Gorgeous reading, Capricorn. I hope you have a lovely April. I hope this resonated with y'all. If you have any questions, if you need anything clarified, please feel free to let me know. I am sending you lots of love and blessings. I hope that you guys are all feeling healthy and safe and happy. And I will see you for your readings next month. Thank you for letting me read for you. Bye-bye.